name is Sage Lavender, and welcome to a Funko series review. So today we're gonna do a Funko series review. We're gonna be doing the Tokyo Ghoul Funko series review. So currently, if you haven't noticed, Funko is starting to branch out to more franchises. They're starting to get doing more anime Funko Pops, game Funko Pops, a lot more movie Funko Pops. They have a really great collection I still want to get, which is the Beauty and the Beast Funko Pop series I like to get. So yeah, Funko Pop is starting to branch out more to anime series and gaming series, so I'm really excited for that. So there's still a lot of anime series I hope they make. They just started doing Sereis of the End Funko Pop series. I'm super psyched because I'm like one of those people that will buy the whole series of Funko Pops, and then I'm one of those people like I don't like that Funko Pop, and I'll just buy like the one Funko Pop of the entire series because once upon a time ago I used to think Funko Pops are stupid until they started coming out with things that I'm actually really into. So I got I saw they're starting to do more anime Funko Pops, and I was like really excited that I'm like, maybe they'll start doing like other animes that I like. And they did Black Butler, and then they transitioned to Tokyo Ghoul, and I really love Tokyo Ghoul, so I got the Tokyo Ghoul Funko Pop series, as you can see. And so yeah, so I will say I'm not a Funko Pop collector. Those are the people who basically buy every Funko Pop out there. I would say I'm the Funko Pop person who just buys like the ones that they really like, because like most of the Funko Pops like I have over here, you can't see, are just from loot crates and stuff. And actually that's how I actually discovered Funko Pop, is from loot crates. So thank you, Loot Crate, for helping me discover Funko Pop. So if you don't know what a Funko Pop is, they're just basically little vinyl figures with big heads and kind of like soulless eyes. Best way to describe it. So yeah, and there's like they make there's probably 1,000 of series out there, and there's probably like 1,000,000 Funko Pops out there. A lot of people try to collect them all, that kind of thing. But yeah, so enough about that. Let's get into the series review. So first off, I'm going to review Ken Kaneki from the Tokyo Ghoul series. So currently there are only 2 Funko Pops for the Tokyo Ghoul series, and I both like them. I actually, to tell you the truth, Kaneki is probably my favorite. I'm not that thrilled how they rendered Touka, just because wasn't like my something how I would probably do it kind of thing. I really do love how detailed they did Kaneki. They did a great paint job on him. It's really nice. I'm actually really sad how they rendered Touka and how they put her together. I'll show you that after I get done with Kaneki. So here's Kaneki. They did him in his ghoul form with his white hair, red eye, which is nice and shiny, just his fingernails all black, doing the, God, what's he do? Like he does this and he cracks it. God, I hate that. I hate when people pop their knuckles. Oh, this bothers me. But yeah, he's just really nice. And then like you can't see it on the camera, but this is kind of transparent, like in the series. It's really nice, kind of. It's not super transparent, but if you hold it up to the light, it kind of is transparent. They could have make it a little bit more transparent and not such a dark kind of brownish red, if you guys can see that. Then we have the front, and I love how they did his mask. They took the time to paint the little individual little what you would say, ribbons on his mask, and they even made the teeth textured. So like when you rub your finger across it, they're textured, and that's really cool. That's really nice, highly designed figure, I guess you would say. Don't really know how to finish that thought, but yeah. I would say basically all Funko Pops. There are some Funko Pops out there that are probably, if you're into Game of Thrones Funko Pops, the I'm probably gonna butcher her name. Targaryen Funko Pops. Okay, for a second I thought there was a scratch on my computer and I was gonna scream. The Targaryen Dragon Funko Pops. I think I'm butchering her name. Sorry. are probably about a little bit bigger. They're about probably yay big, bigger than like a regular Funko Pop, so they're probably about a little bit bigger like this, and they cost more. Usually, Funko Pops about this size, they go from about $12, depending where you get them. At cons, they're usually cheaper. I got them at con, which only cost me $10. And usually like bigger Funko Pops are like kind of like Funko Pops that are rendered after like famous vehicles in series are usually go for like $30. But yeah, so I think he's a really nice rendered guy. Get a nice look at him. I'm very pleased. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would say he is definitely a 10. I love how they rendered him. They did a very great job of modeling him. He's very nicely painted. A lot of times, sometimes you will come across Funko Pops that have kind of bad paint jobs. So I was gonna get Touka at my con, but the ones they were selling had a really awful paint job. So I went to Hot Topic because apparently, according to a lot of people, you only can get Touka from Hot Topic. So I went to Hot Topic. They didn't have her in stock. So I ordered her offline, and her paint job was moderately okay. I'm not entirely thrilled, but it was moderately okay. So, but yeah, so like overall, he's like definitely a 10. I love how they rendered him. He's great. Detail is a 10. Rendering is a 10. Is how everything about him is a 10. So I probably could just sit here all day and talk about how like great Ken Carnegie Funko Pop is. So there he is. I wish I could put him out, but I can't because I have like no freaking room in my room. Goddamn, we need to move. And goddamn, you're wondering why my hair looks like a rat nest, because I just have a rat nest. Why do you guys? What do I guys think? I don't know. So here we have is Touka, and I don't know. I'm just really displeased on how they rendered her. I guess I was thinking maybe they would choose a different outfit for her, but I really, absolutely hate one thing about her is this giant seam on top of her head, and then you have little things of glue all over her, all over her hair, which I absolutely hate. And then there's like a nick in her hair right there, and I just besides, like, I probably could have dealt with that stuff, but the seam on top of her head, it's just, like, why? Like, why did they, like, do that here? Like, because, like, they probably sculpt it, and then, like, when they put it on, like, they put it on separately, because, like, she has an intricate hairstyle, but they could have done a better job to hide that, because it just looks so awful. That I dropped her on my laptop and stopped the recording, but I just hate that seam up there. It's awful. It is, and it's so like it feels uneven. But I really do like how they rendered her. They could have actually. I'll take that back. I actually kind of hate how they rendered her her wings, her fire wings, her ghoul form or ghoul entity form. I don't like how they render it because it's too orange, and it really goes from like yellow, orange, and then black at the tips, and it's just like a whole just giant orange piece, and then that's it, and I just kind of hate it, and it kind of reminds me like of a reflector, and I'm like, why don't you guys do the black at the end, and then this awful, it's like this one be like huge, this like orange kind of like, it's just an orange. It's just like one huge orange like kind of reflector thing on a bike. That's whatever I me up, but I just don't like it. Like, the only reason why I got her is because I really liked Touka, and if I knew Touka was rendered like this, I probably would have got her. Overall, I would say she is giving her 9 is pretty generous. Like, overall, I would say a 7 or an 8 out of on a scale from 1 to 10. Design wise, they could have touched on a little bit better on her wings. They could have not made it so kind of an icky orange. They could have like gone from like orange to yellow, or yellow to orange, to red to black, like how they do in the anime series. They could have done a better job on her hair instead of having this giant seam on top of her head. The paint job on her feet is pretty sad because there's a little bit of paint job screw up on her shoes because there's some black on her red socks. Like, I know there's not, like, she's not, like, I know, like, a lot of people are like, it's a Funko Pop, it's, you know, a lot of people out there don't like Funko Pops, so they're like, it's a Funko Pop, it's gonna be shitty. And then there's people, like, out there, like, you didn't look hard enough for a Funko Pop, or you should look for somewhere else for a Funko Pop. And I'm like, I did, like, I went to a con, they only had one Touka, I asked if they had any more, they said no, and then, like, I went to Hot Topic, and like, even if I did order her off somewhere else online, I'm probably guessing it would still be, like, it's just not, without all the flaws on her, overall, I just don't like how they rendered her. I'm just really sad how they rendered her wings. They could have done them a little bit more better. That's my only biggest problem, and I feel like they could have chosen a different outfit for her, just saying. And also, her eye isn't glossy like Kaneki's, and it's actually a darker color. No, it's the same color, it's just because his is glossy and hers is not, but yeah, so there is Touka. But there's Touka, everybody, and that basically wraps up the 2 Funko Pops for this series. There's only 2. I do not know if there will be more for the for this series. Seriously, will be maybe, hopefully. I don't know which characters I would like to see next as Funko Pop. I really would like to see Ken Kaneki's friend in the in his uniform, because I think his friend like joined the Doves, I think they call it in the series, and I'd like to see that as him in his uniform. Or I maybe see Touka with her mask on would be cool that she wears. Another one, try to follow some ideas. Hopefully, maybe they'll watch this and be like, yeah, some good ideas that they should make. They should do the other ghouls. They should do the black dog, the devil monkey, and their forms with the mask and everything. I feel like that would be cool. I can't really think of anything else, but overall, there are 2 things. I'm kind of disappointed in Touka, but I really do like Kaneki a lot. He's really detailed. He's very nicely done. I really enjoy him. So overall for this series, I would say an 8 out of 10. If Touka didn't suck so much, I would probably give it a 10 out of 10 series. But I would say 8 out of 10 series. Design-wise, 9, only because Ken Kaneki is really well rendered and the design is very nice versus Touka's. How they rendered them, I would say pretty good. It's the basic kind of Funko Pop style they usually do for all their Funko Pops. Could they could have rendered it better? They could have rendered Touka better, but I really feel like they nailed Ken Kaneki. Ken Kaneki is absolutely, hands down, really nicely detailed and rendered very nice. Touka, on the other hand, not so much. But overall, I really do like this series. If you're into Funko Pop or Touka Ghoul and you like the 2 or just like the 1, I recommend getting these because I like them, mostly because I really like Touka Ghoul. That's the only reason why I bought them. That's really the only reason why I bought them. It's because it's from an anime series I really like. I really like Dragon Ball Z and I really like Black Butler, but I just don't really like their Funko Pops for them, so that's the only reason why I didn't buy those. But the only reason why I bought the Tokyo Ghoul ones is just because I like that anime show a lot. I'm really into it right now, so that's the only reason why I bought them. But I'm just rambling on. So overall, it's a good series. I like them. I really do enjoy them. I really wish they could have rendered Touka a little bit more, but overall, it's a great series. Just could have done a little bit better on Touka. But overall, they're pretty good. So let's end this video and move on to the next series I'm going to be doing. So, but yeah, if you like, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you like. It kind of tells me like, I really don't like these videos. You should said something like this, or gives me an insight like, you guys like these videos, you guys don't like these videos. Comment down if you want to see more of these videos. I kind of have a couple of Funko Pops. I could maybe do a Funko Pop review, but I don't have a series for them. But drop a comment down if you guys want to see more of these videos, and give a thumbs up and you want to see more different kind of videos. I do Lolita, shopping hauls, and all that stuff. So subscribe to the channel for more. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking. So I'll see you guys in the next video.